Good morning and welcome back. In a matter of hours, Senate Republicans will vote to confirm Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court, despite Democrats' delay tactics.
So what does today's vote mean for the nation's highest court? General Counsel for the First Liberty Institute, Mike Barry, joins us now. Mike, thanks for being here. Let's go live to the Senate floor. We can watch the discussion, if you will, debate, if you will. Chris Murphy, senator from Connecticut, still going strong there. We saw him at the top of the show. He's still going strong now. Now that we're almost done with this quote-unquote noise portion, what is the main takeaway you have that the American people should know when it comes to the presence of Amy Coney Barrett on the Supreme Court?
Well, thanks for having me. And like most of America, First Liberty Institute is watching very closely to see what happens. And by dinner time tonight, at least for most of us in the country, we should have a confirmation vote supporting Judge Amy Coney Barrett becoming Justice Barrett. And she will be installed as the 9th justice, replacing the late Justice Ginsburg. And her confirmation is fantastic for this country and fantastic for the Constitution. If you value your First Amendment rights, your religious freedom, your Second Amendment rights, any of your rights under the Constitution, then Justice Barrett is the person you want to see on that court. She will stand up for the Constitution, and she will rule as a justice should, according to the text of that document.
Can I ask you something, though? Do you think, as the noise is how Todd referenced it, the noise and, the delay tactics and everything we've seen over the course of the last few weeks, even going back to Brett Kavanaugh, do you think we would have seen this if this were under any other administration besides the Trump administration?
Absolutely not. This typically happens to Republican nominees. This is going all the way back to the nomination of Robert Bork and Clarence Thomas and so on and so forth. And you always see Democrats doing this to Republican nominees, but not really the other way around. But what I think is more important for Americans to pay attention to are the tactics that the Democrats might use after this confirmation. They've already threatened to pack the court, and that's the real danger here. That would destroy the Supreme Court, and that would essentially make the justices a super legislature, which is not what the Constitution says, and that's not what Americans want.
Mike, when the history books write their accounts of the Trump presidency, how much will his legacy be shaped by his judicial appointments?
Well, I think a president's greatest legacy is often in their Supreme Court appointments because, of course, a president can only serve for 8 years, and these justices serve for life, some of whom, such as Judge Barrett, if and when she's confirmed tonight, she could serve for 40 years or longer. That's 40 years of issuing decisions, upholding the rule of law, upholding the Constitution. So my children and my grandchildren are likely to see decisions issued by a Justice Barrett long after presidents have come and gone.
Well, Mike Barry, thank you very much for your insight. We appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thanks for having me.